Hello and welcome to the WIHS Journal, Public Affairs from 104.9. I'm Paul Kretschmer. Students for Life of America is hosting a national simulcast for 2023 called Standing with Her Sunday, an ecumenical event to serve mothers and share resources on protecting life. Here's my guest on today's broadcast to talk about it.
Yeah, of course. So my name is Stephanie Louise, and I work for Students for Life as the New England Regional Coordinator. So essentially I travel around New England and talk about abortion and why it's evil.
Okay, how long have you been there then, Stephanie?
So I just finished my first year.
Okay, and could you tell us a little bit about your personal motivation on that question?
Yeah, I think that for a long time, I was always pro-life. I grew up pro-life. But for a long time, it felt like not my issue, especially in Massachusetts. It was there were social costs to speaking out about abortion growing up in a suburb of Boston. So I didn't really say much about it. But I think that as I was exposed to the brutality and extent of the issue, I just became a lot more active in the pro-life movement. I started volunteering at pregnancy resource centers. And then when I was graduating college, I was discerning to try to figure out where the Lord was calling me, and I just really felt very called to doing some pro-life work. So that's how I got here.
Is it possible for a person who does not have a relationship with the Lord to see the pro-life perspective, or is that something that a person who does not know Christ is less than able to truly discern what the question is?
I think that there are many ways we can come to the conclusion that human beings are infinitely valuable, right? God is logos, God is truth, and that means that it can be identified even if someone doesn't have a personal relationship with Christ. I think that also, 96% of biologists agree that human life begins at conception. There's such a clear consensus that's the case. So I think that you can absolutely come to the conclusion that all human beings should be enshrined their right to life without necessarily being religious.
I understand that there is an activity that's coming up shortly. Could you tell us what that is and what you anticipate the effect will be after it's played out?
Yeah, of course. So Students for Life is hosting this event called Standing with Her Sunday. So we started this program after we discovered that 40% of women who previously had abortions were attending church on a regular basis. And obviously that's concerning for a multitude of reasons. But we wanted to start this program to help inform those women and also everyone who attends church about all of the nonviolent resources that are available in our communities, right? All the ways that we can stand with those women facing unplanned pregnancies and love them in that. So at 7 p.m. on Sunday, August 27th, we'll be hosting a live stream. And if you're located in Virginia, there's also going to be a live event so that we can talk to women about the issue of abortion and inform them of all the resources that are available.
Are you looking at it entirely from the perspective of protecting life itself by direct action like that, or do you have a political wing or a political agenda as part of the organization's thrust?
So Students for Life of America is a 501c3, so they don't do anything political. But our goal is to change hearts and minds on the issue of abortion, which obviously eventually has downstream political effects, because we want to inform people about the importance of standing up for life, of supporting women facing challenging pregnancies. And obviously, once you are committed and convicted about something, that impacts how you engage politically with the world around you. So abolishing abortion is our ultimate goal, and we do that primarily through education endeavors and changing hearts and minds.
Did Students for Life recognize that when the decision came down last year from the Supreme Court reversing Roe versus Wade, that it hadn't settled the issue, but rather simply switched the arena from national to state by state?
Students for Life totally recognizes that Roe's reversal was just the beginning, right? It was just the first opportunity to actually protect life. And when we're talking about it from a state-by-state issue, obviously we want the preborn to be protected on the state level, and that's like where we're fighting our battles right now. But I also do think that it's important to acknowledge that the right to life, right, in being constitutionally protected, is actually like a federal issue as well. We wouldn't allow states to legalize murder in any other capacity, and similarly the national government does have a moral imperative for stepping in on this front too, especially on the grounds of the 14th Amendment and in terms of equal protection under the law.
Do you find it interesting that some of the older folks among the population seem to be the most fervent about protecting abortion, while at the same time a young woman such as yourself takes such a pro-life perspective?
Yeah, that is very interesting, certainly. I mean, I meet abortion supporters across all ages working in New England, but I think that it's a real shame that so many women feel like their equality requires them to be able to kill their own children, right? Like there's something perverse about that. And I think that a lot of women have been lied to about what they're able to achieve and accomplish as mothers, and have had like the lie fed to them that motherhood is not like a valuable end to pursue, and that being a mother will impede them from pursuing other opportunities. When again, all the resources we're talking about at Standing With Her Sunday help women not have to choose between being a mother and their education or being a mother and their career. We want to empower women to choose life and pursue what they're passionate about.
For a person who wants to connect into the live event on August 27th, then where do you direct people for contact information for all of the details?
Yeah, I would recommend they go on standingwithhersunday.org. There's a bunch of information about how to attend in person or how to host a viewing in your church or in your home. Because this is a live streamed event, there is the opportunity to host it wherever you are. And we really look forward and hope that churches and individuals who don't have access to their churches are able to do so to connect women with all of these resources.
Thank you very much for taking a few minutes of your time to speak with me today, Stephanie.
Of course. Thank you so much for taking the time to host me and to talk about the life issue. I really appreciate it.
Once again, that was my interview with Stephanie Louise, representing Students for Life of America, who is hosting a 2023 national simulcast, Standing With Her Sunday, an ecumenical event to serve mothers and share resources. The program will be on Sunday, August 27th, 2023 at 7 p.m., coming live from Fredericksburg, Virginia. The event will be available to churches, small groups, and individuals of all religious leanings across the nation, featuring pro-life speakers emphasizing the active role religious bodies must take to support women in unplanned pregnancies. Speakers will include President Kristen Hawkins, Kelly Lister of Pro-Love Ministries, pro-life advocate Tony McFadden, also Sidewalk Advocates for Life Senior Regional Program Manager Susan O'Neill, and SFLA Senior Ambassador Autumn Agassi, among others, to be announced. The organizational partners include Abortion Pill Rescue Network, the Alliance Defending Freedom, Embrace Grace, Focus on the Family, the Paul Stephan Foundation, Heartbeat International, Sidewalk Advocates for Life, Support After Abortion, the Campaign for Abortion-Free Cities, and Standing With You, as well as VITA Foundation. For further information, call us at 860-346-1049, 860-346-1049, or visit our website, WIHSradio.org, WIHSradio.org. The opinions expressed are those of the participants, not necessarily those of the staff or management of the station. I'm Paul Kretschmer for the WIHS Journal, Public Affairs from 104.9 WIHS.